Hi, Karina. Hi, Idalina. How are we doing? How's the financial math going? Is it making sense? Did you do your homework? Oh, who did we lose? Oh, how are the two of you doing? Is it really? Well, let's see how it goes, Idalina. Hey, Chu, how are you? Good, good. Missed you yesterday. I hope you were able to do the homework and everything so you were caught up. I don't think yesterday was that difficult. But hello, Yun Meng. Same thing. Missed you yesterday. I hope everything's okay. Hi, Chris. Uh, good, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Feeling a little under the weather myself right now. It's funny, you feel a little poorly and you think, oh my Lord, I've got some horrible disease, but it's probably just allergies or something. Yeah. When I leave the Sacramento Valley, I don't have any allergy symptoms. Like everything clears up and I feel great. Then when I come back, I can feel it come back on. So, all right, let's give it about another 6 minutes and then we'll go through. I think it's pretty straightforward. So, my idea is I'll answer whatever questions you might have. Maybe we can do some practice problems. And then if everybody's good, we're good. We'll move forward. Last Tuesday and last night, I didn't get the sense that people were having too much difficulty. I could be wrong, but people seem to be figuring it out. So if everybody's good, we're good. But let's see how it goes. Oh, that's fine. You just keeping us on in the background, Raina? Okay. I don't know why she's asking. It's all the videos are posted online, so she can just watch. But go ahead and send her notes. So I think we're just missing Nikaya and Felicity. So we're just missing Nikaya, so I'd say we just get started. All right. Does anybody have any questions about loans, mortgages? We haven't gotten to mortgages yet, but loans or interest, anything that we did yesterday. Does anybody have any questions? Give me, if you don't have any questions, write no questions, so I know that you heard me and we're all good right now. Yeah, we can. Idalina, which one do you want to do another practice on? Do you want to do just simple interest or the compound interest for retirement? Let's say you invest $34,000, okay, for 20 years at 5.5%. And let's do all four. Let's say you compounded annually, quarterly, monthly, and daily. Okay, A, B, C, D. Okay, so the question is then, how much money would you earn with these different compoundings? All right, so our formula is A, our final value, is the principal times 1 plus the rate of interest over the number of compoundings per year times the number of compoundings per year times years. Okay, there's our formula. By the way, this you have to know. Okay, so let's do A. So our principal is 34,000. And then that's 0.055, that's 5.5%, and annually. So the number of times we compound per year is only once. All right, so that's 1 times 20 years. Okay, now how much do we have at the end of those 20 years? So we get our handy dandy calculator. Okay, so the first thing we do is do 1 plus 0.055 equals that. Then x to the y, 20, equals that, times 34,000 equals, so we would have $99,203.75. Okay, so after 3 years, our money kind of tripled. I mean, my bad, after 20 years, the money triples. I'll do one more, and then I want you all to do the last two by yourselves. Okay, B, we have 34,000. Okay. Now here the only difference is we have this 4 in the denominator, and the reason we have the 4 in the denominator is that that's the number of compoundings per year because it's quarterly. Okay, so now let's do the same thing that we did. Okay, so we do 0.055 divided by 4. So that's that part right there we just did. Okay, plus 1. So now we just did the parentheses. Okay, and now 4 times 20 is 80, so we're going to take it to the 80th power. All right, and then we multiply it times 34,000. And we get 101. That's how much money you'd make if you compounded quarterly. So what I would like all of you to do, please, is to now do the same problem. All right. Just like that. But now I would like you to compound monthly and compound daily. All right. So do those and hold on to the answer. But when you're done, type done. And then we'll look at our answers and see what we got. Okay. How are we doing? When you're done, just type done. Okay. And if you're lost, type lost. So that way I know where. How are we doing? How about everybody else? Are we good? Okay, Karina, we did these last night and you did 100 of them. And you were doing fine. So where you lost? Because last night you had it all down. We did some complicated ones last night. So help me out with where you lost. All right. All right. Let's do another one. So right here, now we're going to do monthly. How many months are there in a year? Thank you, Chu. So everybody, there are 12 months in a year, right? So now here's our formula right there. We're going to start with the principal. That's the principal. Then the interest rate. I gave you the interest rate right here. Okay. Okay, so that's the interest rate. Okay. Now, how many months are there in a year? There are 12. Okay. Then, in our formula, we have the number of compoundings times the number of years. Okay, so there are 12 compoundings times 20 years. That's it. So we've set it up right here. Okay. Karina and Yun Meng, are you clear about this right here? Is this what you got right there? Let me know if this was the issue, because that's the formula. Are we good? Say yes or no. So I good, good. Karina's got it. Yun Ming, are you good? All right, good. Now the next step is we just use the calculator. Okay, it's just a calculator then at this point. So turn your phone sideways. Okay. Okay. And then we have, everybody can see 12 times 20 is 12 times 2 is 24 with a 0. So that will be 240. So we don't need to do that. So you have 0.055 divided by 12 equals, okay, plus 1 equals. Good. Now our exponent is going to be 12 times 20, which is 240. All right, and that's what we have. So now we did the parentheses, we did the exponent, now we're going to do the multiplication, and we multiply that times 34,000, and we get that. So if you compound it monthly, you will have $101,000, $885 and 27 cents. Okay, Chris, is that what you got? Chu, is that what you got? Idalina? Good. And should we do the last one? Let's do the last one, then I'll give you another one to practice, okay? So now D, we're going to do the same thing. Except right now we're compounding daily. All right, so there are 365 days in a year. Okay, so therefore we will compound 365 times. Okay, notice 1, 4, 12, 365. Everybody good? So now watch the way I do this, because I'm going to do a little trick right here. All right. So I got a trick right here. Because I can't really do this in my head, the first thing I do is I do that in the calculator. So I do 365 times 20 equals, then I put it in memory, and then I clear. So because that little MR icon came on, that means that I have something in memory, and it's that 7,300. So now I'm going to do this, 0.055 divided by 365 equals, okay, plus 1 equals, okay. Now my exponent is going to be 365 times 20, which is 7,300, okay. So now I just did the parentheses, and the exponent. Now I'm going to multiply it by that. And my answer is $102,133.18. Chris Chu, is that what you got? Are we good? Excellent, excellent. Chris, is that what you got also? Good. Excellent, excellent. You guys, great. Good job. So now if you notice, by compounding daily as opposed to compounding annually, the difference is this. We have 102, 133, 18. Let's subtract this amount. And what we make is 29, 29, 43 more. Okay, so what happened is if you make, so by compounding daily as opposed to compounding annually, okay, you make an extra $3,000. Good? All right, let's do another problem. Same idea. And then do the same thing when you're done. Just type done, and then we'll compare our answers. Let's say your crazy rich uncle dies and leaves you $19,234. You decide to invest at 6.2% until you retire in 40 years. How much do you have on retirement? And I want you to do just like above. Compounded annually, monthly, oh my bad, quarterly, monthly, and daily. Okay? So don't upload your answers. Just when you're done, write done. Okay, then I'll know you're done and we can move on. So go ahead and do those and get your answers, and I'll give you like 5 minutes. Chu, are you done? Okay, sorry, I didn't know whether the good meant, I saw the good on the chat and I didn't know whether that meant you were done or whether you were still working. Okay. Other folks are still working, then I take it. Yes, it does. True. What do you mean it doesn't? You did it last time, right? Do you not have an iPhone? So if you do, if you turn it sideways, you get the scientific calculator. It's x to the y is your exponent. Another way that they can do it is if you look on the calculator, you'll see this, Chu. There'll be a little symbol that looks like that. Okay? That symbol means exponent. So sometimes when you turn it like on the Mac, you have this, it looks like this. Okay? X to the y. That's the same as this. So sometimes it's like an upside down, it's a caret, it's called. So look for that caret, that symbol right there. When you find that symbol, okay, that means exponent. Yeah. You know, in 200 years, that'll be standard. Right now, these things are all new. Very, very good. So Chu, you're about done. Yunming? Good. We'll go ahead and do them in a minute. Just hold on a second till other folks are done. Good, good. Excellent. Chris, are you done? We might have lost Chris. I lost somebody there. Good. So let me go ahead and do them. Okay. So let's do them and see if we got the same answers. So we have 19,234 times 1 plus 0.062 over 1 times 40. Okay, so I should just do it so you can see it. So that's 1.062 to the 40th power times 213,329.19. Let me know. Is that what you got? Did I do it right? Give me a heads up there. Is that what you all got? Good, Chew. That's what you got. What about the other folks? Excellent, Idalina. Really good. Good, good, good. All right, let's do the next one, okay? So there's the next one. That's quarterly because of the 4 right there. Yeah, that's a typical, Karina. A lot of people do that. So that's something you just got to be careful about. I've seen that mistake a lot where people forget that, but just do every step. Okay, so let's do this one. So we have 0.062 divided by 4 equals plus 1 equals. Now 4 times 40 is 4 times 4 is 16 with a 0, so that's 160. So we take it to the 160th power, and we get that, and we multiply it times 19,234, and our answer is 225. Okay, 225,000. That's a substantial difference. That's $12,000 more. Okay, let's do the next one. 19,234 times 1 plus. Now this one is monthly. Okay, everybody see that? This is monthly, so we have the 12 down there and the 12 up here. Okay. So, and 12 times 4 is 48 with a 0 is 480. So I'm good. So at 0.0, can you see me? 62 divided by 12 equals plus 1 equals. Then I take it to the 480th power equals. Then I multiply it by 19,234. And I get 228. Okay. All right. And one more. Oops. Okay. So since I can't do that in my head, I'm going to start with, do it that way. Yeah, I'm going to start with 365 times 40 equals, and then I'm going to put it in memory, and then I'm going to clear. Is that what everybody does? If you don't do that, you should practice along with me so you can know how to use the memory. All right. Now I do 0.062 divided by 365 equals plus 1 equals. Then I take it to that power, 14,600, and I get that. Then I multiply it by 19,234, and I get 229, 69, 629, sorry, 629, 91. Okay? So, how much more did you make? Well, I have 229, 629, 91 minus this one, which is the annual. Okay, let me do that here. minus 213,329.19 equals, so this one makes $16,300 more. That's a lot of cash. So in other words, compounding daily is a good thing. Hi, Felicity. I hope you're feeling better. I was told you weren't feeling so well. Welcome, welcome. How many folks got all 4 right? Just give me a thumbs up or let me know how many you got right, okay? So that way I can gauge where we are. Felicity, by the way, this video is there on YouTube, so you can go back and check out what you missed, okay? It's all there. Good. What'd you do wrong, Idalene? Did you forget to add the 1 too? Did you also forget to add the 1? Yeah, that 1 is important. And that's kind of the mistake that people usually make is they forget to add that 1. So don't forget to add the 1. In 2 classes after spring break, there's going to be a formula where I always forget to add the 1, and that one's a really typical. Folks typically forget the 1 in that formula. Okay. All right. Are you all good with compound interest? Do you want to do another, or are you feeling comfortable? What do you think? Type in and let me know so I know what to do. So Chu, you're good. What about other folks? Okay. Good. Karina, are we good? Are we good, Karina? Did we lose you? All right, you folks help me out. Was there anything else that you wanted to see from this chapter? Or are you feeling comfortable? Give me an answer, yes or no. You're not feeling comfortable, Idolina? Let me know where the issue is so we can work on it. What about everybody else, please? Give me a thumbs up or a yes for I'm comfortable, and a thumbs down or a I still don't understand or something. Oh, okay, no questions, no questions. Felicity, I'm going to move on because you came in late and we did a bunch of practice, and I think folks are comfortable, and I don't want to hold them back. So if you have questions, Felicity, you can text them to me, or you can watch the video afterwards. Oh, in other words, you get it. Okay, we're good. All right. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to look at, let's do a preview of what's coming up in the next chapter. Okay? So, or in the next section. Is everybody good? Mike could take notes here. So this is 13.2. All right. Let me get my book. Okay. Okay. Credit cards. So the question is, if you have a credit card, how do they figure your credit card bill? All right. So most of us, I think, just get our credit card bill and we don't know how they get there, but they get there and we pay what they tell us. So there is a method. So I'll show you. I'm going to go through and show you the method real quick. And then I'm going to ask you to make sure you go through and read the chapter. The method for figuring out your credit card bill is actually very, very simple, but it's a lot of work and a lot of details. Hey, Karina, are you still there? Are we good, Karina? Or did we lose you? Let me just double check here. See if Karina's still here. I wish there were a way on this that I could see who was here. There probably is. All right, so your credit cards. Okay, the system you use is the average daily balance. All right. So we're going to do an example. Okay. Let's say on the first day of the month, okay, you have, let me see, a balance of $209.36. Okay. That's what you start with in your credit card. All right. And then here's your monthly. So here are your monthly charges. Or charges or money back. So on March 3rd, let's say of March. Okay, so first day of March. On March 3rd, $50 payment on balance. Okay. March 17th, you bought some clothes for $28.46. Okay. On March 20th, you made a purchase on Amazon for $31.22 on Amazon. Okay. And on April 1st, let's say on March, I'm going to change this. On March 30th, you bought some auto parts for $59.10. You bought some chocolate. Okay, everybody good? So now the credit card company is going to figure out your bill. All right, so step one, make a chart. Okay, and by the way, on your test, you're going to have a gigantic problem like this. So I suggest strongly you pay attention and learn this because you're going to do this. Okay? Make a chart. Okay? This is the date. Okay? The balance. The change. In other words, what you did. Okay? Here, the number of days. Okay. You ready? So here's my chart. The date is first. The balance on that date is first. Then what you do, the change you make, the number of days it was at that balance, and the new balance. Okay, so on March 1st, your balance was 209.36. Okay, y'all with me? There's no change. We're done. So the balance was 209.36. Now on March 3rd, watch what's going to happen. On March 3rd, okay, I start with a balance of 209.36, but I make a $50 payment. I pay $50. Okay, my new balance is going to be 209.36 minus 50. There's my new balance. Now, the other thing is this. See this balance right there? If you notice, this balance was the same on March 1st and March 2nd. So for 2 days, that was the balance. Okay? So for 2 days, this was my balance. All right. Hold on a second. Give me a second, folks. Someone from the other class. Okay, so now my next change, if you notice, is March 17th. Okay, that's my next change. And I bought some clothes. My new balance is 159.36. Now I bought some clothes for 28.46. So I add this number plus this number, 170, 187.82. There's my new balance. Now we're going to fill in this column right here. March 3rd, we had this balance. This balance stayed the same. This balance stayed the same for 14 days. What am I doing? Wait a second, I did my chart wrong. My bad. This balance right here of 159 lasted 14 days. This balance lasted 14 days. Okay. Then we go to our next thing. Sorry, March 20th. So you notice that's 3 days. So this balance lasted 3 days. Okay. And on March 20th, our balance was 187.82. Okay. We're going to add 31.22 because we bought that. So 218. 219.04. There's our new balance. Okay. And then the last transaction we're going to make is on March 30th. Okay. Our balance was 219.04. Then we spent $59.10. Okay. Now you notice this is 10 days right here, so it's this balance for 10 days. Okay. And right here, so that's 278.14. Okay. And then on April 1st, that's the new bill. So we're going to stop right here. And if you notice, March 30th and 31st, there's only one day at this balance. All right, let's stop. Are you all with me? This is a lot. Does that make sense what I'm doing? Give me a thumbs up or a yes or something so I know you're paying attention and you got it. Good. Karina Chu, thank you. What about other folks? Is it making sense what I'm doing? Idalina? Felicity, good. Very, very good. Yun Meng? All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the balance by the number of days. Okay. So this one, and I'm going to write an A, B, C, D, E. So A equals 2 times 209.36, 418.72. B equals, no reason to double check there, Yunmeng. It doesn't matter. If I made a little mistake, I'm not worried about it right now. So B will be 2,231.04. Good question, Felicity. If this is my balance and I pay off money, like I paid $50, then my balance goes down $50, right? So if I owed $200 and I paid 50, then my balance goes down to 150, right? Because I'm paying it off, so I'm subtracting it. But then if I buy something on the credit card, I'm adding that to the credit card, so that I'm adding. Does that make sense? Let me know if that helps. Felicity, did that help? Felicity, did that help you? I think we lost her. All right, so now I multiplied these out and then I add them up. Okay, I'm just doing it all on my calculator, so. And my answer is this. Junmeng, so Yunmeng, the way you know the number of days is we start on March 1st or whatever day you start. You can start on any day. You start on March 1st. The next change you make is on March 3rd. Therefore, this balance on March 1st is 3 minus 1, which is 2 days. Okay? Then your next change you made, Yunmeng, the next change you made was on March 17th, right? So on March, so this balance, 209.36, lasted between, oh my bad, this balance right here lasted from March 3rd to March 17th. 17 minus 3 is 14. Okay, now this is our new balance. It started on March 17th and it lasted to March 20th, which is 20 minus 17 is 3 days. That's our new balance. Does that make sense, Yunming? All right, so now this is the total. Okay, step 2, find average per day, and that is okay. So we take our number and we divide it by 31 because there are 31 days. And the average balance that we had was $183.28. Okay, so this is our average per day. Good. So what we figured out was, you know, we went anywhere at the highest amount we held was $278. The lowest amount that we had was $159. When we average all of that, we find that we kept an average of about $183 on our credit card. Okay. Step 3, compute interest. And let's say, example, 1.4% per month. So you would do 183.28 times 0.014 equals $2.57. Okay. So this $2.57 is the interest you're going to pay per month. And on April 1st right here, we're going to add $2.57 interest. And so $2.57 would be 280, 57, 60, 71. So now our balance on April 1st will be our last balance plus the interest, okay? Be our last balance plus the interest, and that gives our new balance on the first day of the month. Is that clear? That was long and tedious, but does that make sense how it works, everybody? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, what didn't work, whatever. This is coming up in the next section. So this is your homework for between now and Wednesday, or when. But that's the way it works. Okay? Let me walk through it one more time. Okay? You have a list of what payments or purchases during the month. You start with your balance. Okay? Then you make a change to that balance. In this case, you made a payment on your credit card bill. This is your new balance right here after your payment. Then in this case, 14 days later, right, you made a purchase. You added that purchase to your balance, okay? And now you have this balance. And the question is, how long do you have that balance? Well, you have that balance until you make another purchase or until you pay your bill. And then things change. And so then you make your next change on March 20th. So for 3 days, you had this balance. Then on March 20th, now you have a new balance. Okay, so how long are you going to carry that balance? Well, the next time you make a change is on March 30th. So you'll carry that balance for those 10 days, 30 minus 20. So for those 10 days, you carried that balance without a change. Is that clear, everybody? And that's the way it works. And it's tedious and long and boring, but that's the way it works. Okay, you're going to have a very long one of those. Okay, so make sure you know the process if you choose to do it. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Do you have any other questions about this financial math right now? Give me a heads up here. Either either type no more questions or yes, I have a question, one way or the other, so I know what the story is. Karina, house payments are not Wednesday, but they'll be the Monday after spring break. Yes, and that's the big thing. So house payments are kind of the big chapter, and they're going to be the really kind of the center of your test. So Chu, no more questions. Karina, do you have any more questions? Anybody else? Felicity, any more questions? Yunming? Anybody else? Idalina, any more questions? Help me out there. Chu's good. Yunming, are you good? Felicity, are you good? The Monday after spring break, Karina had asked about house payments and mortgages. That's on your pacing chart for the Monday after spring break. Homework's on the pacing chart. Yunming, the homework is on the pacing chart, same as always. Is that what you meant? Did you have a different question? Oh, yes, you need to do the classwork and the homework. Okay, Felicity, all good. Is everybody good? Because if you're good, I say we cancel, and this gives you time to work on the homework and the classwork. Is that good, folks? All right. Well, I'm going to end the stream then. I don't see any objections. And if you have any questions, you can always text me. All right? You know that. All right, good. Hi, Raina. Anyway, any questions, you're welcome to text me. Okay? The next section is pretty darned easy. It's just kind of boring. You got to do the steps. So you got to do the steps the way I showed them. And the book shows them also, okay? All right. You all have a really good couple of days, and I will talk to you on Thursday. My bad, tomorrow. All right. Good night, everybody.